Hey Pre-Algebra, this is lesson 89. Our lesson title is Trichotomy and Symbols of Negation. So first, your lesson talks about the trichotomy axiom. This just means that there's three kind of axioms, I guess, or statements that go with our inequality or equality rules. So the first one says the first number is greater than the second number. So that would be the first number A is greater than the second number B. The second one says the first number is equal to the second number. So that would be if A is equal to B, first number A is equal to the second number B. The first number is less than the second number is the third axiom. And this means that the first number A is less than the second number B. So there's your symbols for the words here. Then it just moves on to symbols of negation. So because we know these are true, we know that this means less than. So if we put a line through it, that means is not less than. This one is greater than, so this would mean is not greater than. Equal to, is not equal to. Less than or equal to, is not less than or equal to. Greater than or equal to, is not greater than or equal to. So when it says something like graph on a number line and your inequality or equality or whatever it is x is not less than or equal to 2, when we graph it, we're going to graph kind of the opposite. So if the solutions are not less than or equal to 2, then the solutions are, if the solutions are not less than 2, then the solutions are greater than or equal to 2. So kind of the opposite of less than would be greater than or equal to. The opposite of greater than would be less than or equal to. So if a symbol is not greater than or equal to, then the answers would be less than, and kind of like that. So we're just graphing the correct answers, which would be x is greater than or equal to 2. It's a little confusing, but not horrible. So when I do my graph here, I have 0, 1, 2, -1, -2. Okay, and if I'm graphing x, let's go ahead and put a 3 on there too. X is greater than or equal to 2. I have a closed circle at 2 because your answers can be equal to 2. And then greater than would mean that my solution arrow would go to the right. So those numbers are greater than or equal to 2. The second one is similar. It says that x is not greater than or equal to -1. So that means my answers would be less than -1. Because if it's not greater than or equal to, then it would go less than. Here's my graph. I have 0, -1, -2, 1, 2. And if it says less than, that's going to be an open circle because it's not equal to, so -1 is not a solution. So open circle at -1. And then we want to go to the smaller numbers. So we're going to put our arrow to the left because that's where the numbers get smaller. There's our solution. And then the last one says x is not less than -2. So that means that x is greater than or equal to -2. And so here I'm going to graph again. I have 0, -1, -2, -3, 1, 2. And this one is a closed circle because it is equal to -2. That means -2 is a solution. So I'm going to close my circle. And I want greater than. So greater than goes to the right. You can do it all the way if you want. But as long as I can tell which way your arrow is going, you're good to go. Okay, that's about it for this lesson. So if you have questions, let me know. We're going to start our online Zoom on Monday, so that's live. And so I will hopefully see all of your faces for the Zoom classes on Monday. I put the code on Schoology, so go ahead and make sure that you can use Zoom properly and then sign into the classroom at the time that you normally come to my class. So if you are platinum, then that would be the first period time. If you are aluminum, that's the third period time, and sixth period then would be your iodines. Okay, all right, see you Monday.